Everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you are new, welcome to my channel. We are currently in the top favorite series for 2024 as far as makeup goes. I've already done my skincare and I decided to split the makeup up into days instead of doing one full look and tell you my top 3 in each category. And today we are going to be talking about bronzers. I personally am a bronzer lover. I feel like it just brings my face to life. If I absolutely had to choose between blush and bronzer, I probably would choose bronzer. Good thing I don't have to choose. But there's just something about putting that dimension back into your skin, warming it up a little bit, that just brings the face to life. So these are the 3 that I used the absolute most in 2024. The first one is a cream formula, and I was so excited to discover this because it is probably my favorite cream bronzer that I have found yet. It is the LYS Cream Bronzer Stick. I am in the shade number, I don't know what number, I'm in the shade Motivate. I think this is described as the light shade. Couple reasons I like this so much. The shade in general is one of my favorite shades I think I've ever found in the form of a cream bronzer for me and my skin tone. It glides on so easily, so smoothly. It blends out beautifully. And even when I don't use this all by itself, I will still use it on the forehead. I have found that it helps keep any powder bronzer that I put on top of it from separating, because sometimes my foundation will cause that to happen. But as you can see in the cutaway, using it all over the face is very natural looking in my opinion. It's very easy to apply, very easy to blend out. It lasts really well for a cream product. And I don't feel like the pigment goes away if I put powder on top of it. I can still see the bronzer come through. I just love everything about it. Hands down, the best cream bronzer that I currently have in my collection. I have a lot of favorites, but I was just so happy to discover this one this year. Another one that is not a new discovery to me, but especially the past few months has been on 95% repeat, and that I've talked about a lot recently, is the Mercier Matte Radiance Bronzer, or Matte Radiance Powder, in the shade Bronzer 03. This is a brand new one. I finished off my last one this year. It is such a beautiful color. I don't even know if you're going to be able to see it right there. Probably not. But in the cutaway, I do think you will be able to see the difference, the very subtle difference that it gives to my skin. And I think that's why I have really been gravitating towards this lately, because of the baked formula. It looks so much like skin, and because of the shade on me, it's just very subtle. I like using a fluffier brush with this just to dust it all over the face, and it still gives me that dimension that I want from a bronzer. I still get the warmth from it, but it's just never overdone. So just fabulous. I feel like everybody should try this. They do have a few different shades, and they also have the highlighter that everybody used to talk about years ago in this same collection of baked powders. And then finally, the bronzer I have on my face today is somewhat of a newer discovery. I've had it for about 4 months now, but I absolutely love it. And it is the MAC Matte Skin Finish Bronzer in Medium Rosy. This is the packaging, which I love. They took their other matte bronzer away, and I think this is what they replaced it with. And I did used to have that and like it, but this is a little bit different. And I'm not quite sure if it's the formula that's different or the shade or both, but I really, really like it. I do find myself, as you'll see in the cutaway, gravitating towards denser brushes with this, because I feel like it picks up the product easier. And I do the stamping motion with this particular product versus the dusting that I did with the Mercier, because again, I just feel like because of how pressed it is in the pan and the formula in general, it just applies better. I like the rosy kind of undertone. It's not red by any means. Here it is right here. So again, it's not red, but it's also not super, super, super warm, which I think you can tell on my skin today. I don't have a ton of warmth overall. So when I am wearing cooler tone looks, or honestly, it looks fine with warmer tone looks too. It just is very pretty. Another one that I feel like I can apply too much and it still not be too much, which I appreciate in a bronzer, because as I've said many times, I am heavy-handed with my powder products on my skin. So I have been absolutely loving this one this year. Those are my top 3 favorite, most used bronzers of the year 2024. As always, let me know what yours was, and be sure that you stay tuned for my next video where I talk about my next top 3 category. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day.